What's good, everybody on YouTube? This is your boy Akil McLeod, and I'm a full-time eBay and Poshmark seller. And in today's video, I want to share some of the lower sales that I made on Poshmark in 2018. I already made a video on some of my best flips, so if you haven't seen that one, I'll drop that in the description and in the cards above. But today I'm just going to be a little more open and share some of the, some of the busts, some of the sales that I made a lot of mistakes on and things like that. So if you guys are interested in these kind of videos, go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for future videos. And without further ado, let's just get right into it. Alright, y'all, so starting things off is this Hawaiian shirt from the brand Hoopoe, Tahiti. And when I picked this shirt up at least over a year ago, at the time I seen comps on eBay sell for like $20 to $25. So I picked up the shirt thinking that I could get at least 20 bucks for this shirt because in my opinion, it was a really dope Hawaiian shirt. Hawaiian shirts aren't really my thing, but I know they're super popular and I figured this print would sell for good money. Unfortunately, I had this shirt for over a year. I paid maybe $5.99 for this shirt and it only sold for 10 bucks. So I originally had it priced on eBay for 25 bucks, then I lowered it to 20, then eventually 15, and then I eventually took it off of eBay because it was just a very stale listing. And once I got on Poshmark in April, I put it up in my Poshmark Closet. As you guys can see, it didn't sell until August 23rd, and an offer of $10 came in. And as soon as I just got an offer for this shirt, I just went ahead and accepted it because I just wanted to get it out of my inventory. So if you guys see any Hoopoe Tahiti floral shirts, Hawaiian shirts, I suggest you pass on them because they definitely don't sell that well. So this is a shirt I'll be passing on from here on out. Next is a pair of Steve Madden sneaker wingtips, whatever you want to call it. And in my opinion, I thought they looked really good. I usually don't pick up Steve Madden shoes, but I think what happened with this is the fact that I bought a lot of shoes in one day from the thrift store. I ended up leaving with like 20 pairs of shoes, and I thought this was a good looking shoe and I figured I could get at least 30 bucks. And I didn't do my necessary research. I didn't check too much comps. I just, kind of used my better judgment and said to myself, it looks good, it's clean, let me just try and sell it and I should get at least $30. And once I got home and I checked the comps, I saw that Steve Madden shoes didn't really sell for much money at all. So this was definitely a bust for me. But the funny thing is, I just accepted the first offer that came. I probably could have got at least 20, maybe 25 bucks for these shoes, but I got an offer for $12. And I don't know what was going on with me that day, but I just went ahead and accepted it. And I immediately regretted it, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I probably made $3 off of these shoes after shipping and fees. So I was just happy to see it gone, and I probably won't be selling any more Steve Madden shoes from here on out. Next up is this vintage Tommy Hilfiger shirt, and these vintage Tommy Hilfiger shirts with the large color blocking, they used to do pretty good on eBay and on Poshmark. But as you can see, this was one of my very first sales on Poshmark. I joined Poshmark maybe April 15th or something like that, and this ended up selling on the 28th, which was like my second or third sale on Poshmark. And I just went ahead and accepted the first offer that came just so that I can develop some credibility and some sales. Now that I look back at it, I probably could have waited a little longer and made at least 20 bucks for this shirt, but the fact that shipping is so much money here on Poshmark, they charge $6.50. That basically is what I would have sold it for on eBay. So this would have probably been a better item to sell on eBay, and I would have only charged maybe $3 for shipping. But it is what it is. I'm happy that I was able to start making some sales quickly and just develop some credibility here on Poshmark. And here is a Stussy cap that I picked up, and I paid maybe $4 or $5 for this cap, and it only sold for $15. So like I said before, I'm trying not to pick up stuff that has very small profit margins like this. The problem is that I actually like this hat. I thought it was nice. I thought it was really clean. So I figured I could get some decent money for it. But after checking the comps, Stussy caps, they don't sell for much money. So if I was to see Stussy caps again, I probably will pass on it. But like I said, I'm trying to only sell items. If I pick it up for $6, I'm really just trying to sell it for 30 bucks or more. So this definitely didn't go along with my new method. So that's why I had to include it in the list, because there definitely wasn't a lot of profit margin to be made. Next up is this Gant shirt that I picked up. And I had this shirt for well over a year. That's definitely why it's on this list. But Gant shirts, in my opinion, are super dope. It's one of my favorite brands to wear. And I wear it a lot of times in my videos as well. But this shirt, I had this for so long and it just didn't sell. I don't know what it was. It ended up selling for 15 bucks. I thought I could get at least $30 for this shirt. But I had this shirt for so long that once I got an offer for 15, I just went ahead and took it. So next time I see Gant shirts, I'll probably pass on it. But shirts in general is just getting a lot harder to sell on eBay and on Poshmark. So in 2019, I'm probably going to switch up my closet and my eBay store a little more and not pick up as many shirts and really just stick to certain brands. Next up is a pair of Saucony running shoes, and the funny thing is about these shoes is that I picked up two in the same day and they were the same size, both used, very similar condition. And I thought I could get at least 30 bucks for it. I paid $5 for it. And, you know, 5 into 30, I'm definitely good with that. But 5 into 16 definitely isn't really what I'm trying to do anymore. Because, like I said, that's not a lot of profit. The first offer came along for 16 bucks. And I believe I had these priced at 25. So I just wanted to just get it out of my closet. I had it for a long time as well, at least 6 months. It was just sitting in my inventory. So once an offer came, I just went ahead and sold it. So I would suggest that you guys still pick up Saucony sneakers. Just make sure that they're in really, really good condition. And yeah, just pass on them if they're just the very typical basic looking Sauconys like this. Next up is a Burberry London shirt, and I definitely made a mistake when I picked up this shirt. I just picked it up for the brand thinking Burberry would sell, but unless it's the Nova check, like that very classic Burberry plaid print, don't pick it up because Burberry shirts do not sell well. I had this shirt priced at 30 bucks at one point, and after, you know, just trying to do more research, I realized it was just best for me to let this shirt go. And an offer came in for $18 and I just happily took it. So I picked the shirt up for 6, sold it for 18. Decent profit, I guess, but definitely not good enough for me. So next time I see Burberry shirts like this, I'm gonna pass on it because just not enough money to be made. Next up is this pair of Uggs slip-on loafers, and this only sold for 20 bucks, and it made the list because I feel like I probably could have made a little bit more if I just been a little more patient. I had this in my inventory for maybe 2 months, maybe a little longer, but I thought it was the perfect time to sell it during the summer. And once the summertime was coming to a close, I just wanted to let go of them. Now looking back in hindsight, I probably could have made at least 30, maybe 35 bucks for these loafers because they were very, very good quality, a good size at 11.5. So this made the list only because I feel like I could have made a little more money. I paid $6 for these shoes, sold them for 20. Like I said before, I probably could at least got 30 to 35 bucks for these shoes if I was a little more patient. Next up is this Woolridge coat, and I had this coat for well over a year. It was in amazing condition. I spent about $12 for this coat. I thought I could get at least 40, maybe 50 bucks, and that's what I had it listed for on eBay. But since I had it for so long, I kept lowering the price, and I eventually took it off of eBay and just only had it listed on Poshmark. And I listed it on Poshmark for 29, and I ended up getting a best offer at 25. So I just went ahead and accepted that. And once I shipped it out to the buyer was very happy, and they left me a love note. So even though I didn't make a lot of money with this coat, I was still able to, you know, still develop some credibility, get some love notes and some positive feedback, and just provide something to somebody that could really appreciate it. So bought it for 12, sold it for 25, and that's why it made the list. And last but certainly not least is this Burton raincoat, and this was my very first sale here on Poshmark, or one of the very first sales, either the first or second. And looking back in hindsight, I probably should have held on to this and made a little more money. But once it was my very first sale, I was just very excited to, you know, make some money and just kind of get the Poshmark thing going. So I accepted the first offer that came along. But like I said, I probably could have gotten at least 40, maybe 50 bucks for this raincoat because it is Burton, and Burton is a very good brand. I definitely think I could have made some more money, but I just wanted to chalk it up to the game and just kind of get the Poshmark feedback and some previous sales flowing. So I let it go for well under the value. If you're a new reseller, you might have to make some of these sacrifices in the very beginning just to build up some feedback and just you know, develop a reputation, because when you're making sales online, the only thing that you really have is your reputation, and that's something I wanted to make sure I developed very early on. So if I see this jacket again, trust me, I'll be listing it for a lot more than just 29 bucks. Alright y'all, that's all I have for today's video. So if you guys enjoyed that one, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.